Hey guys, welcome to Skate Season 2. We got quite a lot of stuff today, so I tried to make this as short as possible, but we're gonna go over everything that we got today so you have the full picture. And we get right in with the Skate Pass. And this time around, we have some more items to unlock. So we have more pages here as well. It goes all the way down to page 12, and I'm just going to show you some of the items you can unlock, not all of them. So there's this red costume right here. We have the 80s pants, because the whole topic of the season is the 80s, and of course the skate pass is kept in this style as well. Here we have the jacket. For the pants we have on the other page the shoes right here. We get some more trucks as well, of course. Then we have a lot of fillers in between. So we have a few gestures, we have player card pictures or banners. This is basically the blue version of the jeans that we had in the Season 1 pass. Then similar shoes as well that we had in Season 1. I'm not quite sure if these are the exact same, probably not, but they definitely look similar. The hats, like you would wear them, or like people did wear them in the 80s. This deck actually looks amazing. The typical 80s pilot sunglasses. Actually with the decks, I think they did a really good job this time around. And here we have the knee pads, which is a new customization option. Some grip tape as well, of course. Yeah, these decks are incredible. I wonder who made them, who's the artist behind them. And you might have noticed already that some of these items you can get for free. So these ones right here that do not have this purple lock icon to them, and the ones with the purple lock item, these are only in the premium pass. So if you don't want to pay any money, you just keep the free pass, and then you can only unlock the items that don't have this lock. And if you want all of these items, then you need to get the premium pass. And this is 1000 Sandvan bucks. And what the premium pass also allows you is to keep progressing in this Season 2 skate pass during Season 3. So you can always have one legacy pass. And that's what we have right now as well. So below the Season 2 battle pass, you now find legacy skate pass. And for me, or basically for everyone, this is the Season 1 pass, but only if you had the Season 1 premium pass. Then with your ticks that you earn now in Season 2, you can keep progressing through this Season 1 skate pass as well. Luckily, they also fixed a few bugs when it comes to the pass, because they fixed the issue where the rip score level up animation always repeated to play when you bought something in the store, but also when you unlocked stuff in the past. This was really annoying. And they also fixed the issue where some users lost Sandvan bucks when they redeemed something in the skate pass, which was probably also very annoying for the ones that were affected by this. And talking about the store already, we also got a new bundle here, which is the Season 2 starter pack. So this will be only available during Season 2 and can only be bought with real money. You cannot buy it with Sandvan bucks. Quite the opposite, you buy it with real money and then you get the skins that you can see right here and also 500 Sandvan bucks. So if you thought about buying Sandvan bucks anyways, because you need them to get the premium skate pass, then you might consider buying this Season 2 starter pack, because it will not only give you the Sandvan box, but something on top of it. We also have some new brands in the game now. One of them is Adidas, where you can see the first bundle right here. So if this is something that is interesting for you, you might want to take a look at it. And of course, don't forget to claim your daily ticks that you get when you have the premium skate pass. The season will last for about 3 months, so if you claim your daily ticks, this will get you quite a lot of ticks throughout the season. And a little advertisement for myself: if you consider buying something in the skate shop, or you want to buy some Sandvan bucks to get the premium pass, you can use my creator code TheCatWoman on checkout in the EA app, but also in the Skate store under store.ea.com/skate. And yeah, just type in the code on checkout and this helps to support the channel, just if you want to do this. Back to the season, what we got as well, of course, are new tasks that you can also find on the same tab as the Skate Pass. And here we have daily tasks again, weekly, monthly, and Own the Lot tasks. And here are some differences to Season 1. So the weekly tasks, or for the weekly tasks, you will now always find 3 weeks. So if you should not have time to complete your weekly 1 missions, then you can also do them in week 2, for example, because you will get week 1, week 2, week 3, and so on. And when week 4 comes up, then week 1 disappears, and so on. So there will always be 3 weeks available for you to complete. And the seasonal tasks were changed into monthly tasks. So we don't have one tab with tasks that lasts for the complete season, but instead we have 3 months of tasks, which gives us more tasks in sum, of course, and with this also more ticks. And then the Own the Lot tasks are only focused on the new game mode, but more about that in a second. What's new here in tasks as well is that we now have an auto claim feature, which means that when you have completed all of the challenges of week 1, for example, and you forget to claim your 400 additional ticks and your 1000 additional rib chips manually, then these will be claimed automatically for you and will appear within 24 hours of when the task has ended as a login message. So when you log in tomorrow, then you will see, hey, you forgot to claim those. Here we claimed them for you automatically. Now you got them. So you cannot miss out on those anymore if you forget about them. And what we got as well, of course, what's probably the most important part, are the new challenges. So all across the map, we've got these new ticks challenges right here that are specifically for the season. And you should find a few of those in each of the neighborhoods now, even over in Brixwich again. It's just different spots than it was in Season 1. And every week there will be new ones of those challenges added. But what's different this time around is that twice during the season, these challenges will be reset. So for example, this one right here, the crisscross, you can do it again and you can earn those ticks again. And you can see right here on the ticks as well, you will only earn 18 ticks per one of the requirements that you fulfill. And this is less than we had in Season 1. But because the challenge is reset, in sum, you will have the chance to earn more ticks than in Season 1. Almost twice the ticks actually that we had in Season 1. So this should make it easier to complete the Skate Pass. Here they also fixed a few issues, for example, where challenge completion would not register after taking a long time to finish the challenge, or when you were in co-op challenges that they failed to start for some of the party members. And there was also an issue where party members were unable to leave a co-op challenge after it began. All of this was hopefully fixed. And what you can find here as well, and that leads me back to the new game mode, Own the Lot, are these challenges with this little ghost icon right here. But I'm sure that the icon is wrong because this is the same icon from the Halloween event. So I would guess that they just used the wrong icon here. But you will also find at least one of those challenges in every neighborhood, and these are Own the Lot challenges. So these are co-op challenges that you complete with up to 4 players in your party, and here you have to complete different requirements. So like different tricks, different lines, different scores, and so on, just like you have to do in some of the Own the Spot challenges. And depending on how many of these requirements you complete, you get ticks. But these also add up. So if you complete all of the 40 requirements, you get 70 plus 55 plus 40 plus 30 plus 20 ticks. So that's quite a lot, and that's for everyone in the party. So you can earn quite a lot of ticks through those if you complete them. And while we're talking about challenges, tasks, and so on, we also have to talk about the missions, because there were 2 new missions added. The first one is the Point of Impossibility, that gives you an introduction into how to do impossibles, which is one of the new tricks that we got in Season 2, and the other one is Coping Inspector that will give you an introduction to the revamped hand plans and foot plans. And also here for the missions, they have fixed an issue where the game would crash during mission progression and also after completing the tutorial. But there's one new bug, and that's that you might have to press the back button twice for the mission menu to close. For me, it's working without a problem right now, but it might happen that you have to press it twice. Now, moving on to some other improvements and changes that we got in Season 2. So first of all, you can probably see it right here already. We got the character improvements. So your character definitely looks better now. They look more defined with better textures, better facial expressions. The eyes look a lot better, at least as long as you're in light. If you go into a shadow and look at your character, they look like they just came straight out of Schedule 1. Probably something they should fix, or maybe not. We also got 5 new hairstyles. I can't really tell you exactly which ones, because they all look a little bit different. And we also got 2 new facial hairstyles, but here I also can't tell you which ones, because I don't use them. And we got 3 new eye shapes as well. They also added 50 new types of pedestrians to San Amsterdam, so they should have more variety now. And what we also got is party voice chat, and also the whole party settings have a separate tab in the main screen of the game now. So here you can also find party voice chat and can enable it or disable it. And once you enabled it, you can mute or unmute your microphone and also set the voice chat volume. And what you can do as well when you are in a voice chat in a party, that you can also mute the individual party members. When it comes to the normal settings, they have also reset the audio. So something you might want to look into as well if your settings are right or if they're still right. And they added several new settings in general to the game. The first one is hold fakie push. So when you are pushing while you are in fakie stance, then this keeps your skater in fakie stance, and you have to double tap the circle button on PlayStation, for example, to return to the switch stance. But this only works when you have hold fakie stance enabled. If you have it disabled, then you won't have this option. Then under trick toggles, they added grind lean exit, and this means that when this is enabled, then you can exit grinds simply by leaning out of them with your left stick. But when this option is disabled, then you can tweak your grinds by leaning into them to the left or to the right without exiting them. And when you have this option disabled, you can only exit a grind when using the circle button, so the exit button. And we also got an option for maximum pump strength, and this limits the maximum speed that you gain from pumping. So if you want to have it more realistic, then you might want to play around with this. And what you can also turn off in general is the compass on the HUD. So right now it's visible, and now I can hide it. So I have a completely clean picture now without anything that would be distracting. And in addition to this, we also have menu narration now. And for the party chat, there is text to speech and speech to text that you can enable. Text to speech allows you to read communication wheel statements aloud to all party members, and the other way around, speech to text translates voice chat from the party members into text on screen. However, there is a bug right now where the speech to text feature does not transpose the words correctly. Now, what you can do as well now in Season 2 is to set a party beacon when you go through the communication wheel and then ask for party up. Then it will add this party beacon right where you're standing, and then others can go there and join your party. And this party beacon will disappear once you have joined a party of another player or once your party is full. They've also fixed an issue here where your skater would be invisible after joining a friend's party on another server. but there's new issues that when a player accepts an invitation, then the invitation pops up and appears again, and then an error message is showing. Or rarely after teleporting to another player, the player will stop seeing traffic and pedestrians and other players as well. So it will be a pretty quiet experience. And also another rare issue that we have right now is when interacting with a player and joining their party, you will accidentally join another player's party, which is probably a good way to get some new friends. And what we got as well is a new replay editor. So you can now set it to advanced edit, and then you will have a trim feature, you will have the keyframes, and of course you can save and export it. But I will go into all of this in a more detailed video because it would go beyond the scope of this one. But just so you know that there is a lot more things to play around now with this editor. They also finally fixed the stuttering in the replay editor. Plus there was an issue fixed where exported replay editor videos would be in slow motion on console. However, we also have some new issues here. For example, that there is an additional stuttering issue present when using the replay editor, but this is more noticeable as skipped frames and it's not the stuttering we had before. So this is a different bug than the one they fixed. And there is also a rare bug where the go back button has no functionality and that you cannot access the replay editor anymore. And we also got one new trick and one improved or two improved tricks. And the new one is the impossible, and this can be done by holding your stick all the way down and then doing a 360 with your right stick. So you pull it down and move it all the way around until you have it down again. So just do a 360 and this will do the impossible. This is possible, of course, as nollie impossible as well. There's so many possible in my words right now, it's just impossible. And what we also got are improved hand plans. And for those, you still press R1 when you're on top of the coping, and then just press your stick, your right stick, into any of the directions that you would normally use for grinding or for holding a grab. And then you do different variations of this hand plant. What you can't do anymore, unfortunately, are fakey slappies. These are not working right now and they need to be fixed. And what are also known issues that we have in the game right now are that sometimes putting the game on full screen and leaving it minimized for 3 or 4 minutes will prevent you from reopening it until the game is restarted. Or often the team up throwdown mission does not end until the player untracks and retracks the mission. Or during stop, quick drop and roll mission, the flip trick over the cars doesn't seem to track until after you completed all of the other criterias. And often during the tutorial, if you wipe out during the Ollie course on the tutorial island, V's line about being off board will loop infinitely. The throwdown queue timer also freezes after all other players leave the queue. Your character model can stutter sometimes while performing tricks on a busy server, or the other characters stutter like you might have seen in this video here already. And an issue that we also have right now, and that was just introduced with the new update, is that removing any socks or headwear from your character and then restarting Skate may cause previously equipped socks or headwear to be re-equipped, which is probably not one of the worst bugs, but it's something that you should be aware of, that this can happen. And lastly, what we got as well is of course some new areas to skate. So right here, for example, the Waves Park, well, it got a little bit of color. It hasn't changed completely, but it got a bit of color, it got a bit more of an 80s theme. Also everything around the skateway and also around the plaza here and the stage has changed a little bit. And there's also many more spots that have changed on the rooftops, on the underground. You might have seen some of them in the gameplay in the background in this video already. So just go out there and explore and check out what's new in Sanban. And yeah, that was it for today. I think this video was more than long enough already. So there was everything I think you should know about Season 2 and what's new and everything. And I will be back with more specific videos during the next days, but it was just your roundup roundup for today. I hope you enjoyed this video. If you did, be sure to drop a like and subscribe, and I'm gonna see you in the next one. Bye bye!